Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Century Countess. In today's video I thought we'd do a pattern enlargement as well as possibly a mock-up. Not sure if we're going to be able to have time to do both of them today, but we will see. First and foremost, I'd like to introduce the pattern. We're going to be doing a period pattern number 41, and the choice is, I don't know what. Before we start, I apologize for this flash of light. I do not know what's going on, so it's an auto flash. I have a new phone, so I don't know how to fix that. I have flash turned off, but it wants to flash, so I don't know. But anyway, I digress. So the pattern number that we're using is number 5. And it looks almost like the gown that we want to make. Speaking of that, as you know, the gown that I want to do is Baroness Rodmilla Gow's ball gown that she wears in the Just Breathe scene at the ball, as well as the, I guess the last scene when she finds out Daniel has married the prince, and there's like one final showdown before she's like downsized from Baroness to chambermaid or laundry maid or whatever. Anyway, this is the gown style, and then pattern comes with these history patterns here. A little bit of the history. Definitely comes with instructions, as you can see here, and then it comes with this, which is garment pieces. It tells you how many pieces are included in the gown. Sizing as well. Our let's see, our largest size is a size 20, and it's a 42 bust. So we need to turn that into a larger bust. So that's the plan today. I will be using this gift wrap paper that I got from the Dollar Tree to redo the patterns when I resize them. These are the pattern pieces that come in the pattern pack. Again, I apologize for this auto flash. I don't know what's going on. And say hi, boo-boos. Say hi. That's Josie's tail, just for you to know. That's her little tail flapping. And then these are the sleeves that we're going to be altering the sleeve, the upper part of the sleeve later, so I'll talk about that later. Here are my notes. This is what pattern numbers, they're not numbered, they're basically in letter form. So Q is back piece, P is front piece, sleeve is R for top sleeve, S for middle, T for bottom, but we're going to alter the top sleeve. Skirt is letter D. And then this is what we're going to do. Try to merge another letter sleeve with the other sleeve. Here are pattern templates. This is what these little lines here are where we're going to cut and resize. And these little numbers are the inches that we're going to add to each one. 10 inch to the skirt. I thought they weren't going to have a stomacher piece, so I did custom stomacher front piece, but that's out of the picture, so we already got one. We'll just have to resize it. But they don't have the collar piece, the lovely little collar that you see in the film. So we're going to custom make that based on photos and the shape of it. So let's get started, shall we? So here it is, you guys. These are the ultra pattern pieces. So what I did was I took some wrapping paper and unfolded it and flipped it wrong side out. And this Dollar Tree paper, I love it because it has these little grid marks. So if ever I get one of the Jeanette Arnold patterns, I can enlarge it on this wrapping paper. Anyway, on to the main subject. So what I did was I split the original pattern down in the middle. I extended it to the inches that I needed for each pattern piece. So it equals up to 56 inch in a bust weight, in a bust size. And in doing so, it enlarged the strap here, which is fine. I just needed to enlarge the strap here. So this is the original size strap. So I extended it after measuring the extra inches, and then in doing so, I just extended the width of the pattern piece. So now it equally matches the bodice. And then here's the stomacher. I just did the same. So when I did a full match, I was an inch off of 56 inches. So I added this extension piece here. And now I have 56 inches in waist. In chest, I mean. So soon as I do the mock-up, I will, sorry guys, my brain just went out of whack for a minute. As soon as I do the mock-up, I will put in some modesty size bits. That way, when I stitch it all together, it will remain 56 inches, and we'll do a test. So what I'm going to do next is salvage these original pieces, retape them up, because you never know, I might lose weight to fit into the right size, and then cut out the new pattern pieces and see if I have some extra fabric around to make a mock-up. So stay tuned for that. Hey guys, so there was something I did not yet do with the gift paper that I did with some mock-up fabric, was make the collar. So what I did was I took a large patch of fabric, I folded it up. I did have to alter it because it was a little too long. But what I did was I laid it out and did a neckline based on how from here to there, and then I cut that out, and then I traced kind of like a triangle, curved it, and then I got this, and then there's your collar. And it was a little too long, so what I did was I just cut it here. And this is a mock-up, so this conjoined piece won't matter. I will retrace this out on some gift wrap paper, so I have the pattern of the collar. And this is basically the collar. I looked at photos of the Rodmilla gown to kind of get the idea of the shape. I looked up traditional patterns to make this collar, and then just altered it into one whole conjoined piece, as you see here. So I'm going to trace out the pattern off camera on the gift wrap paper, like I said, and I also off camera I dyed the stomacher patch in some coffee, so there's like two different color schemes, so you can actually see how it would look, the mock-up, if it was two different color fabrics. And I will get back with you once I do that, which is sewing the pieces or pinning the pieces together on the form just to see how it looks, and take it from there. Hey guys, we're back. So I sewed the pieces together, and this is excuse me, I have a bit of a gooky throat today. So here's the unaltered side, as you can see. The armhole is a little weird. The collar is, I mean, it fits, but it's a little flimsy. Very flimsy. And, the stomach part worked just fine. I apologize if it's a little wrinkly, probably because I wrung it out when I dyed it in coffee, just to have two colors to kind of pop it out a little bit. Now the altered side, as you can see, what I did was I trimmed the collar and then I folded this a bit, and as you can see, it's more smoother, while this side is a little bit more flimsy and kind of, as you can see, ruffly. The armhole much more better. So what I'm going to do next is off camera, I'm going to slip this on just to see how it looks. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it all apart and lay it on top of my paper patterns and adjust them. And that's basically what I'm going to do off camera. So basically what you see here is the final draft of the pattern now that it's been altered to its proper fame. So this is how it's going to look compared to the more flimsier side. Oh look, there's little Josie. Say hi, Pookie. Say hi. So yeah, that's what we have for the mock-up. So let's see what we can do next. I think what I'll probably do is do a sleeve mock-up next. I want to show you how I'm going to alter the sleeve. I won't make a mock-up of the sleeve. I might, but you never know. But I want to show you how to alter a sleeve in case you like a design, but the design pattern sleeve does not look right and you don't know how to reshape it. So I'm going to show you an easy method on how to shape it to how you want it. For the sleeve, this is what I did. This is the sleeve for pattern 5, and then this is another sleeve for another pattern. So what I did was I lined it up to try to match it, and then since I'm, like I said, a little bit larger, I went ahead and kept this extension part so I didn't have to cut it right away, this pattern right away. And then I just traced the little kind of curvature onto this other sleeve pattern. Then I separated it from the length. And then this is what I got. It was a little too long, well actually a little too wide. So what I did was I folded it. And then this is what I got. So what we're going to do now is we're going to cut out this mock-up sleeve. We're going to sew it onto our correct mock-up pattern that we altered and see how it turns out. And here it is, the altered sleeve. I call it a Franken sleeve because we had to do a lot of alterations off camera, resizing, cutting and trimming, as you can see here. And unfortunately, this is all that we have for this episode because my last needle snapped on me. So I'm gonna have to order new needles. Needles snap easily with me. I guess I don't know my hand strength. Anyway, this is what we have. We will well, not trace it out right now, but we're going to take a seam ripper, remove it, then lay it out on some wrapping paper, trace it out, and then we'll have our sleeve pattern. Then we'll do the other sleeve parts later on, and we'll show you that when we start working on the main part of the gown. So I hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for the holiday gown. I hope that pattern arrives next week because it's almost Christmas week, and I'm sure our building's going to have our Christmas get-together party soon, and who knows, I might have to make it all on that day. So like and subscribe and hit that bell, and until next time, see you soon.